Pisces, welcome back for your January 2019 reading. Those of you who are new, a very warm welcome. And to the return bees, welcome back crew. Happy New Year, all of you. Now, as for the banner next to me, it is for the new channel that I've launched. I'm a twin flame psychic reader as well as I am a twin flame. If you do wish to come and join us, jump through and connect in with the channel. I'll be live on both Yildiz readings and Twin Flame Alchemist to Union, which is a bit of a mouthful. And the booking site is the same website for both channels, so to speak, and the link is directly below should you wish to make a booking. Now, as I said, the astrology will be done live at Yildiz readings. So for those of you who do want deeper insight into what's going on, at a very general level, we do have blood moon energy, a partial lunar eclipse on the 6th, depending on where you are in the world, and on the 20th we have a total lunar eclipse. And this can be a month where we can get a little bit triggered. And again, I am seeing the transformation moving from January, February, almost having slight connotations of 2018, but almost like what I was psychically shown as 2019 sort of starts in March for some reason. I mean, generally speaking, it takes us a while to kind of wiggle into the year, but I'm feeling this is for a very separate reason. So it'll be very relevant in each of your lives in a very unique way. Now, the first card that you've got coming up, Pisces, is connected to your finance. And this can be what is really troubling you with your romance sector. Now, it can be your value system inside you. And I'm feeling your chakras, very separate to the chakra cards that have come up. I am feeling your chakras have been knocked about. Your energy, so to speak, from previous situations has been knocked about. Some of you may be looking for a home. Others of you may be not having the finance in order to move a home if you are stuck at a current location that you really don't want to be. You do have hope in the situation, and you know it's not over till the fat lady sings, so to speak. And I always see this within the card because she's dropping the flowers. She's like, it's like you're dropping the mic, you know. It's not over yet. You're not the type to give up. You do work very hard. Some of you may be on holidays, so the work level may be less. Regardless, this finance, it may be you're spiritually not looking at finance, you're spiritually looking inside for the abundance. You're trying to really draw on it, and it could be quite spent at the moment due to a previous situation of a loss of a house, a loss of feeling at home with the person. But you do have hope. But the funny thing is, it's almost like when you look at the drawers. Look at the bottom. She's got the anchor. It looked like a devil's tail. Like there was hope in loving someone from the past, but what you thought was anchored in felt like devil energy, so to speak. It's weird, the things you say. You are trying the best you can not to think about this energy. Past tense energy or current tense, regardless. You're trying to tune out of any conflict. You're trying to not be up in your head about it because you feel something has ended in a sense of a cycle. It's died. It's ended. Now, when we say ending, don't ever get triggered in a reading when we hear that something has finalized. It's generally the energy of the conflict as per se. It can at times be the connection. So it's going to relate to you very individually. I do feel you're very ready within love to receive. You're more open to that, but you're only willing to give to people who are willing to give to you. I do feel also there is a person who is making a wish for you, but something's coming in that's going to be music to your ears. And it can be in a partnership sense, not necessarily in love, but in a partnership sense. But for some of you, it is love. And what you lost, I feel, may be returning, but you might not have the time yet to reconnect. It can be proximity as an issue. Some of you are leaving one situation and going to another. Others of you, it can be the financial spare within your romance house, being in a relationship, that was the blockage, and the healing can be connected to a person who passed over very separately. You have gone through a lot of darkness. You didn't really know how to handle, for some of you didn't know how to handle an ex, or the road, or the path, and you felt that both of you became enemies, or this person was the direct enemy, and lack of communication was a problem as well. Now, I do feel, in a sense, you're dropping the mic. You're like, you know what? If you're not going to take accountability, I can't do it all. And it is an ending of that karmic path. You're ready to have a give and take in situations. I do feel in a blockage in the connection can be your partner needs to leave an aspect of responsibility that doesn't belong to them so that they can reconnect with you, but they're ending a cycle. Others of you, it feels spiritually you have invested somewhere and you've uninvested, and the residue of such is coming through. And I heard the word Capricorn in my head. Some of you, it is almost like the devil card energy. This can be addictions and alcohol, could be sex, and it has caused an issue for you at a financial level. Others of you, it feels as though the financial aspect of things, of where you currently are right now, is hindering your romantic life. It's hindering your self-esteem as well, because you're not used to being in this frequency. Some of you, I see a road trip and wanting to go, but you're in two minds about it because you actually don't know where you'd go. And with the lack of funds, it's impacting you as well. After the sadness, it's showing there is several energies coming in, which is money and communication. Some of you may actually, after a breakup, receive a position very quickly. It's going to be a delay though, and maybe you have waited for a while for this to come in. Others of you, it's owed money coming towards you, or severing ties after a separation and the money divided. Some of you at a separate level, it was due to the finances that your frequency was sad, and it may have affected the both of you. But I feel if you're partnered, it's your partner receiving a job and you recovering emotionally and spiritually. Yeah, because you have abundance in reverse, but it's something you're healing at the moment. They may travel towards you, or it might entail, this position might entail a lot of travel for them, or them being at a distance. So the coming and going back and forth is going to be difficult for you to maintain the balance of. The communication may bring a visitor in from you or them. There may be also word to take this to the next level. Some of you may be considering in 2019 having a child. Others of you, if you don't want it, take precaution. Avoid disaster, okay? Because if you're in two minds about a path, you want to be super careful, because this is a year that can be quite abundant and fertile. Love and light, and I will see you mid-month for your update.